What's that? They give them classes on that stuff.
I mean, you got to have the opening towards your mouth. How can you change that?
Well, they usually cans or bottles or whatever. So,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So
I have a certain
bottles-
way with coffee cups. If they have a seam like this one does, and most of them do,
Yep.
it has to be on my fingertips here.
Okay.
I don't like it it has to be right there.
Well, I find that if you put where the sippy part is, if you put the seam over the sippy part, it might leak out on
It
you.
might leak. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it's put together right there.
Yeah,
I ain't thought about that.
It's true. It not on purpose, but it might. But yeah, if you put the seam to the back, it seems to help me anyway.
Yeah.
The seam seems to help.
Well, it's like throwing a football.
You got to put
You
your
got to grab the seams. That's
you
right.
don't have the laces away from you.
laces out.
Laces out.
That's good. By the way, Chris, we're working on the math problem.
Yeah, Chris, I'm going to I'll have to research that. That's a good question. He asked a lottery question about the odds of winning and how it was calculated, and so I'll figure that out.
So, as a question on science or whatever, I have one for you.
Okay.
I heard on the news this week. Satellite. How many satellites are up there?
Oh my goodness! So I
The
don't
number.
know.
I just want to see if
Did you know the number?
Well, what they told on the air.
I'm going to guess 150,000.
They said 9,000. I thought that was crazy.
9,000. Well,
I thought 150,000. No.
Well,
they got to blast a rocket off.
They're wanting them to stop putting so many satellites up there because
good gravy.
They're wanting to do a study because and the other complaint is that people with when you look at the stars are having trouble seeing them because there's so many satellites.
I don't believe that.
Well, I mean, hey,
I don't believe that.
It was on the news, so it's got to be real.
Here's what I would do though is I would quit making like air-to-ground missiles and things like that, or ground-to-ground missiles. What I would do is I would do like Trump. Let's make a space force and let's go around and knock out all the Chinese satellites. That way they can't communicate at all.
Well, yeah.
And they can't shoot you from the ground.
They'll just fly a balloon over us. So.
Well, there you go.
They just float a balloon over.
Yeah, just float a balloon over.
I can't say they won't because it happened.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Well,
I heard that.
Listen, Trump, like him or not, he has declared
Jeff,
war on Washington.
I'm going to correct you
yeah.
on that, okay? You need to address him as President-elect Trump.
President-elect Trump. He has declared war on Washington.
He has, and I've actually got a story on that I wanted to read today because it really is right down my alley. I hate wasteful spending in government.
Yeah.
And
we got plenty of
I can't help it. I can't help it at home, but in government,
Can't help it at all.
Yeah.
oh, it's rampant.
On your end or other people?
Well, I don't know.
Everybody,
You don't wanna get in trouble, do you?
That's where I can't fix it.
I'll say this. I'll say this. I am worse than my if Teresa completely ran our budget, we'd have every dime we ever started with.
I would. My wife does the same thing, and
Yeah.
I'm the
But
spender. She's the saver.
I'm the spender.
Okay,
And the kids, of course.
we got a lot in common.
They find
There's
they
a
find
bone.
something.
There you go.
They find something they want every 5 minutes, and I'm like, well, maybe you do need that.
That might be cool to play with. You might need that.
They got lots of neat toys I like to play with.
Yeah. I find myself doing the same thing as I buy stuff I like and I can use, but I use it as an excuse. We spend a lot of money on food. I think is our number one expense at our house.
Probably so with a lot of us.
Yeah, and we probably should cook more. And listen, we sit down and we say, okay, we're going to make out a menu for the week. What we want to eat for dinner.
Yeah.
And both of us fell asleep. We wrote the first thing down, or at least I did. I know I did. So
I'll have to admit, Teresa's good at that. She does that, so anyway, I can't complain with that.
well, if it's left up to the kids, and especially Spencer, you ever get in that conversation, what do you guys want to eat tonight? Pizza is always the number one answer. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm not.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's the number one answer always.
so there's going to be a new department that President Trump is going to create, but it's not going to be a bureaucracy, which is
Right.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it's going to be led by two folks that we know. The richest man in the world, Elon Musk is.
Yes.
You know, Elon, if you're hearing this, give me a call and we'll talk about some things that's going on. And then Vivek Ramaswamy.
Ramaswamy.
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
can't say his name.
Ramaswamy.
So they're going to lead the Department of Government Efficiency.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be a set bureaucracy.
The Doge.
The Doge.
Well, before you get too far into
Okay.
that, before you get too far in
All
that, remind folks who's bringing you this hour.
This hour is brought to you by Quik Mart convenience stores.
That's right.
And Quik Mart has 39 locations throughout southern Middle Tennessee and northern Alabama to serve you better.
Speaking of efficient,
Yes.
that is an efficient way to get out of the town and go anywhere is you stop at Quik Mart.
That's right. Hey, listen, last week, Jeff, I tried to get you to go to a couple Quik Marts with me.
I want to go.
Yeah,
I do.
I know you do.
I do.
Because if you go there, you know, we'll make a trip out of it.
I know. I'm ready.
There, I know all the ice cream places and stuff like that.
When's your next venture?
Well, I go every day.
What about? Let me look at my calendar.
Yeah,
right
look at
quick.
your calendar and I'll
look
sync
at
it
my-
up.
You better
with
go.
my
You better
calendar.
go on a cheat day. It sounds like.
Just have your people call my people.
There you go. Now, I know y'all going to Quik Mart, but this new group, he's headed by Elon Musk, right?
Yeah.
You know, you ever thought, Elon Musk, he's just like one bad day from being like an evil, mad scientist or whatever. He could be
No,
an
he's
evil
not
villain.
either. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
Man owns rockets. He's got satellite. He could be a great evil genius.
Well, I mean, how do you become the richest person in the world? And he does. I mean, I don't know.
Shave
It's
his
beyond
head,
me.
get a hairless cat. He
But I
can
think
sit in the chair.
I think he's got the right amount of tenacity, and he has the right amount of I don't care.
Right. Well,
Is
yeah,
what
I
it
mean,
takes more than anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he has. I mean, who would have guessed that you could have walked into Twitter and cut 80% of the employees and it would be fine?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. There you go.
So he has some experience of cutting back the fat.
yeah, absolutely. You know, they said you can't cut Twitter back by 80% and let it function. He said, okay, I'll just call it X.
Yeah.
You know, and work with 20% of it.
There you go.
You might not could do it Twitter, but you can
Now
do
it's
it with
called
X.
X, formerly known as Twitter.
Yeah, that's right.
It's still.
But to put it in perspective, can you guys guess what the budget for 2024 was? Our national budget 2024, the dollar amount.
It's there's no telling.
$6.75 trillion
Trillion.
with a T.
Have you ever looked at how much room $1 trillion takes?
Yeah, so if you took $1 trillion and lined it up end to end, it would reach the sun, 93 million miles away.
It's crazy.
So
How much $1 trillion?
So I did well, $1 trillion is this. Well, $6.75 trillion is $17.8 billion per day, or $206,111 every second that passes.
That's unreal.
That's unbelievable. And so
And listen,
put it in
that-
even further perspective, it's $8.798 million every day since Jesus was born. to equal 1 year of our. So does there need to be some reform? Absolutely.
Doggone right.
And some cutting? Absolutely.
I'm trying to figure out. There's no way that the government has that much income.
No, they operate at a deficit. In fact, that's why
There's
we're
no way.
$30+ trillion in debt.
That's right.
Is because we don't have enough income to meet that. And you know, I can't speak about this in recent terms, but you know, back when I was a contractor at the Pentagon, I seen some of this stuff in play, and it's all about the appropriations. You know, if you are a department, you don't want your appropriations to go down. Listen, that happens in just about any entity that you work in.
Mm-hmm.
You don't, if you're appropriated $1 million to operate, you sure don't want to come in next year and be appropriated $900,000 to operate.
Yeah, because you didn't use all of your million, right?
That's right. So, you get to the end of the year and you're only $700,000 into your budget. Now you got $300,000 to spend. What do you spend it on? Well, you start frivolously spending that stuff. Mm-hmm. And so, I can go off on a tangent on that, but I think that if he doesn't do anything else, this is the one thing that needs to be done. Somebody that can look at it holistically and without any regard to, I might lose my job or I might not get elected. These guys aren't running for office or anything like that. They're their own people aside from what the government can do for them. I think it's a great thing.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So
once these, and I was texting, so I missed some of what you said, but I'll chime in with this. These departments all have budgets.
Yeah.
All these little pockets and areas, they have budgets, and they submit a budget. And if they don't spend all their budget,
Yeah. Then they.
Right.
they can't increase it the next year. So,
So-
they look for ways to spend it. And that's what's happened. It's out of
yeah.
control.
Well, one of the things that's happened is you look at all the bureaucracies in Washington, D.C., who are designed to be something and have transformed into something else because of the extra money. There are several bureaucracies in Washington, D.C. that have become banks. And they don't have no reason to be in the banking industry. And so I think that needs to be wiped out completely. Maybe the SBA, because that's what they do, is that they give out loans for small businesses. That's okay. But every other bureaucracy doesn't need to be their own bank. And I mean, that's what it's turned into, is just a big banking system up there. And how do you go to government as a statesperson and as a regular Joe Blow and come out a multimillionaire?
Exactly.
When the salary doesn't match
Right.
that's
Yeah, I've always said
that
that.
needs to be cleaned up.
Yep. And then you have people in these regulatory boards that are supposed to be overseeing one industry or another. And then when they leave, they go to work for the industry they were
That's
regulating.
exactly
Yeah.
right. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with that,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I think about a lot is the when they say they're cutting spending, they have never cut spending. They're going to cut spending in this area. What they're failing to tell you is they're cutting the rate of increase, a planned increase. They're not really cutting spending. They're actually still increasing. They're just cutting
Yeah.
the rate that they're increasing,
Right, yeah.
and they call it cutting spending.
That's right. You're exactly right.
It's deceiving. They're not cutting spending. They never have.
Well, maybe all the deceitfulness and maybe there'll be some plain talk out of this agency that's that Elon Musk and Ramaswamy is going to
Ramaswamy.
Ramaswamy.
Yeah.
I guess you can't even pronounce the last name of the quarterback for Tennessee either, can you?
Who is he? I don't even know his
Oh,
name.
never mind.
Who is
Yeah,
it
I want to
now
hear
that
you
say
pronounce it.
I can't do it either.
Are you talking about
I can do Ramaswamy, but I
Are you talking about the Vols or the Titans?
Tennessee Vols.
All right. So what is his name?
I can't pronounce it either.
Avaliva? Avaliva?
He's Hawaiian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He ain't from around here.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I haven't watched a UT game all year. I've seen bits and pieces here and there, especially after the fact. So. I don't have live TV, and it's hard to. If somebody knows how to watch that streaming, let me know. I'd like to know that.
I can tell you.
How? Tell me.
Sign up for YouTube TV.
No, I mean that's just like paying for cable.
Well,
I mean, I could pay for cable if I wanted to.
then
pay
quit
for something.
complaining.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying.
I think YouTube TV is a lot cheaper than cable, though.
It
isn't
is cheaper than
Yeah.
cable.
And you
Okay.
get
It's still
everything.
streaming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we just we'll just get together.
I want to watch it for free.
Well, come to my house and you watch it.
Yeah.
I'll pay for it. I won't
I'll
charge
tell you
anything.
what, that's
It'll
going
be
to tell you
for free.
too. Just come over. We can
Just
watch
come
it at
over.
my
Yeah.
place.
Okay.
Or go to a sports bar or something.
Have
That
you
ain't
got
free.
all
I'm
the
about to buy
fixins?
something. Yeah. Oh man, hey, look. You look at me. You think I ain't gonna watch a game?
What time's the game Saturday? This coming Saturday.
Is it a night game?
I think it probably is.
Yeah.
Who are they
It's
playing?
a big game.
They playing who?
Who we playing? Georgia.
Georgia, I believe, right?
Georgia's
be
lost
good
2 in a row, hadn't they?
No.
They hadn't. See, I don't know.
They have lost 2 games. though.
Yeah, but not in a row.
Not in a row.
No, not
Okay.
in a row. No.
All right.
But anyway,
When I'm ready,
Tennessee needs to beat Georgia
yes,
to have
they
a
do,
chance.
and they
in
need to
anything.
beat Vanderbilt. That's another.
That's going to be a
Vanderbilt-
tough game. right there.
Vanderbilt is
Mhm.
showing some strength this
They
year.
own this year. It's on that donkey
It's all
Kong.
like Donkey Kong.
The very first time I ever got to go see the Volunteers, I was so excited. I mean, many years ago, they were coming to play Vanderbilt, and we were going to Nashville to watch them. And I was like, I'm going to get to see the Vols play. And Vanderbilt beat them that year.
Really?
Yeah.
Where was it? Was that in Knoxville or?
That was in
No,
Nashville.
Nashville.
It was
Okay.
in Nashville.
And there was more orange and black and gold there.
It
wasn't
was
there?
raining cats and dogs, buddy.
Oh,
And
man.
They beat
I
us.
remember that year.
Talk about raining cats and dogs. I was helping somebody load some furniture up yesterday, and it was pouring down rain. And have you ever reached that point where you can't get any wetter? So what the heck?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah,
So-
just rain.
That's where I was, and so I went home and had to change clothes. Took a warm shower and changed clothes, and I was out. I mean, I went to the office and I could barely hold my eyes open. I'm sitting in my office like, oh my goodness, I got to walk around this place. So,
Got all comfortable, huh?
I don't know what it is. It zapped me, I guess.
Yeah.
And my eyes were even stinging. Where I said, I got to close my eyes for just a few minutes.
Wake up and it's 2 hours later.
So the guys were picking on me. They turned my light off and closed my door. And I said, don't do that. That's,
You will go out there for sure. Huh?
exactly. Well, did you guys, Lanny, if you're listening, I've got a story for you because Lanny's our local monkey expert. And so, and
It's always good to have one of those
He
around.
is our local monkey. I'm thinking of it. He
yeah,
is.
and I think Lanny's pretty upset with what happened in South Carolina with those
Yeah, the
monkeys
monkeys
escaping.
loose?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've caught most of them, and as of right now, 30. They've got 32 of them. I think this is the latest. They may have more than that.
Wasn't this some kind of research facility or something?
Yeah, it's like a research facility, and they're telling people to lock their doors and to avoid the monkeys. But they're saying that there's nothing wrong with them. So
they turned loose some diseased monkeys.
well, we can't say that because
don't know.
No, we don't know. They say they're perfectly fine. They haven't been tested with anything yet because they're not of age. But they got this mess on their hands with a bunch of monkeys running loose out there. And I thought, well, they need Lanny Hurst to go over and round them monkeys up.
We did. Hey, just a few boys from around here in their camouflage and a couple of rifles will take care of that.
Well, you would think so.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Or at least a tranquilizer gun.
Yeah.
Now, can't you just take a clear box and put a banana in it and drill a small hole in it and catch every monkey out there, or what?
A monkey trap. All right, now listen. Hey, good morning. How are you?
Yes, well, regarding those monkeys, it brought to mind my husband, when he first got out of graduate school, worked for a veterinarian group, and he was working with animals raised in a germ-free environment. I think it was turkeys or chickens, but he had to get a rabies shot. I says, well, I don't understand why you've got to get a rabies shot if you're working around such healthy things. He says, because there's always the chance that another animal will get in there and infect them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing.
Just wanted to throw that out.
That's
All right.
amazing.
Thank you.
So I need you guys to get immunized because I don't want to get sick. that's amazing what people do and what they're required to do.
You know, you're supposed to get a rabies shot every year, buddy.
Are you?
You dog.
Did you already get yours?
Oh, yes,
Did
we
you
did.
get did you get a rabies
You not
shot?
get
No,
yours?
I need to go get mine.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be dog.
Go up to Dr. Mark Short. He'll fix you right up.
So you're never going to guess what they're catching these monkeys with.
What are they catching them with?
I think Lanny called them.
Yeah.
They're catching them with Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops.
Now, who would have ever thought?
So are they doing like you said? Put a box out there with a wooden stake, put a Fruit Loop down there, and pull the string. And
That's
the
the way.
box off?
I don't know.
That's the way I catch my grandbaby.
You catch a bunch of kids with Fruit Loops.
That's right. You catch a bunch of kids.
So-
with Fruit Loops.
I think it's just as simple as putting a monkey trap out there. Just throw a banana in a clear box and drill a small hole in it and go catch your monkeys.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe somebody in our listening audience if you got a monkey, call me.
Oh, there's monkeys around.
Yeah, there are.
I've seen them in the stores.
Oh, I know what I was going to tell you about, Jeff.
Yes.
That you were talking about the thinnest road in the world. Or
The
whatever.
narrowest road in the world.
Okay,
yes.
where was that? I
It
missed
was
that.
in Germany.
In Germany.
Yes.
Well, I would have to debunk that.
You would?
Yeah, because down in Revelo, down towards Mount Zion, there's a place called the Devil's Backbone.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've ever been.
There must be two Devil's Backbones.
So
there.
where's one are you thinking at?
The one up, the Devil's Backbone that I know of is up the Trace north of here.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's a different one.
That's
Where the new state park.
That's where the new state park's going to be.
Devil's Backbone.
What state park?
There's going to be a new
That's
state
new
park.
So how am I out of the loop on this?
I don't know.
I'm in a loop because Ranger Rachel comes in on Fridays and talks about the park,
Oh,
and
okay.
she's going to be over it.
She's
So
gonna be over there.
Really? So she's going to go.
She's going up there. She actually gets to develop the park and make it.
Good for her. She is so smart. Mm-hmm. She's one of my favorite rangers.
It's going to be 900 acres, I think, up there. Something.
Yeah, it's a
900
big
acre
area.
wilderness up
Yeah.
there. I know where it is. It's a stop on the Trace now. It's called the Devil's
Did you
Backbone.
do the hiking trail?
Yes, of course I do.
Of course, I knew you could. I knew you could do it.
Yeah. It's going to be a
You
rustic.
like me? You seen the sign when you went by.
It's going to be a rustic type park, right?
They really don't know what else
Rustic
they're going to
park,
have.
does that mean they sell beer?
Well, I'm sure it will be at first, but I know she said that they will have like a little information stand that they'll build first. I guess to office.
Yeah.
And it'll be stuff for the park and stuff for the
Now,
trace.
is she going to live there on the park?
No.
Okay. Okay. Because, I mean, I'm telling you, this place is in the middle of nowhere.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I would guess. I've never heard of the Devil's Backbone up there.
It's there, I promise you.
Okay.
But you have one in Revelo.
I mean, we may have some Revelolians that may want to call in. So,
Revololians.
Revelolians. They're different than Raviolians. So
I think Lonnie Box is a ravioli.
I think he is. He is.
He is from down in that area.
Well, listen, guys, you guys want to give away something today? This is
Well,
the
of
Quik
course
Mart
we
hour,
do.
and we like giving away things. And I have with me, so that nobody has to wait, a $25 gift card. And Linda Purcell, did she come get hers last
I'm
week?
sure she did.
I'm telling you, I'm the most scatterbrained person that ever walked the face there.
I would have never guessed.
I have a $25 gift card right here from Quik Mart convenience stores. Even though it says Shell on the inside, it spends just like cash. And we're going to do some trivia today between you guys. No buzzers. No, we're just going to go back and forth. And the one that gets the most answers right gets the right.
You going to write the qualifiers down?
Yeah, I'll write the qualifier. Give me a pen.
Hang on just a second. Here you go.
Got you.
All
Oops,
right,
I hit
so
your
here's number one.
qualifier.
Hey,
Number
good
Number
morning.
one.
Good morning. You want to be one of our qualifiers?
Yeah, Gloria Keener.
Oh,
Gloria Keener.
G-L-O-R-I-A.
Gloria.
There we
If y'all
go.
let me, if I win, I'll quit calling.
No, that's all right.
We like to sing.
We like to sing. We got to find another song, though.
Thank you,
Like
Gloria.
I like it.
We need more people.
Hey, good morning. You want to be one of our qualifiers?
Brawley,
I'm sorry, who?
Butch.
Oh, Butch. Butch Brawley.
Brawley.
Butch
Butch
Brawley.
Brawley.
Thank you, man.
B-U-T-C-H. Butch.
Oh, Lord. You boys need some help. Hey, good morning. Good morning. How are you?
We need to change the
I'm
melody.
fine.
Eh.
Alan Chapman.
Alan Chapman. Thank you. Alan Chapman. All right, we need three more.
Yeah,
We need
three more. I got
qualifiers.
three. We need
More
three.
the old
766-9393 if you don't know the number.
I thought you was
766-9393.
gonna bring your Dungeons and Dragon dice. So we'd have more songs.
So if somebody needs to do that for real, you got one?
Hey, good morning. How are you?
I never played.
I'm
Dungeons
good.
and
How are
Dragons.
you?
What name would you like us to put down?
Kendra Fleeman.
Kendra,
Kendra.
Fleeman.
I know
Hey,
Kendra.
Kendra, how are you?
I'm good. Y'all
Oh.
doing all right?
Yes,
Doing
ma'am.
good.
Thank you.
All right.
I
Bye-bye.
just saw her daddy last night.
Hey,
need you now.
good morning. You want to be on one of our qualifiers?
Sure. This is John Griffin.
John Griffin.
John
hey, buddy.
Griffin, the football player.
Hey,
Thank you, John. Let's do another one. One more.
Jean Smith.
Gene
Gene
Smith.
Smith.
Is that all we got? That's all.
That's it.
That's our 6 qualifiers. Thank you,
Thank you.
Gene Smith.
One of them
There.
Smiths.
All right, so these are just general questions. I started working on some misheard or missung lyrics stuff that we may have, if I can get it all composed and make it sound right. But these are, I looked for medium hard to hard questions. So these are not going to be easy. So one point may win the contest
Oh
today.
boy. Okay.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
Be my guest, Jeff.
All right. I'll
Jeff.
go first.
Okay. King Tut, you know King Tut, don't you? His coffin has a relationship with this number, 2,450. What is that relationship? Now, this is almost like those questions on the SAT. Say, Jeff likes the number 57, but he hates 40. Which of these numbers does Jeff like? Do you remember those questions? I'm like, that's
Lord.
the craziest things. All right.
I'm not sure I understand the question.
Okay, Tutankhamun's coffin has a relationship with the number 2,450. What is that relationship?
2,450.
Remember, these are pretty hard.
Yeah.
2,450.
So,
2,450.
Yeah.
It has a relationship. The coffin has a relationship with that.
yeah,
number. The coffin.
yeah. I'll give you a hint. You wouldn't want to be a pallbearer at his funeral.
It weighs that much.
That's exactly right.
Oh, okay.
It weighs that. Have you
Yeah.
ever been a pallbearer in
Yes.
a heavy coffin funeral?
Yes.
I have. And so it happened out at New Prospect Methodist Church. And you remember the Pepper Man, Richard Weiser? He was a big dude,
Yeah, I don't.
and he was heavy.
Yeah.
And it's just one of the best people. I had his wife in school, Miss Weiser.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know what's wild.
So Richard was the pepper man. He brought peppers
Oh.
around everybody. and he was a gentle giant guy.
Yeah.
And I was looking over to other pallbearers, and I was like, "You guys got to lift this up, and we're fixing to drop him right here." That was as close as I ever came to dropping a coffin.
Man,
I'm telling you, it was heavy, but he was. I'm just telling you, he was sweet. He was all heart. So, So
I got it.
King Tut's coffin was 2,400. Are you keeping score?
I got it.
All right. All right, it was made of solid gold.
Oh, my
so in
goodness.
today's terms, it would have been worth $92,078,000.
Where is it being housed?
That'll be on display down at the Chamber of Commerce in Lawrenceburg on the square. And the
You
security
can take Keith with you. He's used to carrying heavy coffins.
security goes on 4:30 in case you know.
2,450 pounds. Wow.
Yeah. So
Wow.
all right, Kevin, he's one up on you.
All righty then.
Number 2, cows produce 400 pounds of this per day.
Say how many?
Cows produce 400 pounds of this per day.
This one cow or all cows in general?
I don't know that.
Methane.
That's exactly right.
Is it
Methane
really?
gas is exactly right. And that's why they want to have a cow tax, ain't it?
I've heard that before. Yeah, they
Listen.
want to put catalytic converters on these cows.
Al Gore has been studying this for a while.
Well, what did he come across the conclusion?
Measuring gas there. So
I'm being serious. I think there was one of the government bureaucracies
Al Gore.
that didn't have any
they
better
was wanting
money.
to regulate it at one time.
Well, they didn't have anything better to spend their money on. It came to the end of the year. We got $40 million left. Let's throw it to a cow methane study right quick. All right. So, Jeff,
So we're tied.
you're tied. Okay. The biggest indoor sport entertainment event took place in 1987 at the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. It drew 93,136 people. What was the event? The biggest indoor sports entertainment event took place in 1987 at the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. It drew 93,136 people. What was the event?
Silver no.
I mean,
so that makes you think like a.
It's got to be. Was it? To me,
And I don't know how old this question is, but
I don't know why it wouldn't be like the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl is a great answer. But here you go.
Uh-oh.
It took Hulk Hogan 11 minutes and 43 seconds to pin Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3. Woo!
I should have guessed that.
Where's Lonnie at? Woo!
Woo!
That
Was Ric Flair that done that.
Yeah.
He was probably there.
Oh,
Did y'all get
man.
into wrestling? I was a huge wrestling fan growing up.
Early on, and then later on, and when Stone Cold and them was The Rock, all them, I got back into it there for a while, but I
Yeah.
haven't
Well,
watched it in a long
I
time.
was early on young,
Yeah.
like the studio wrestling with Bearcat Brown and all those guys.
Tojo Yamamoto and all.
Tojo, he pulled that shoe out of his
Jack-
shorts.
They should have checked his shorts every time they come in the ring 'cause he got some salt in there somewhere.
Jackie Fargo.
Oh yeah, Jackie.
And then later when Hulk Hogan was huge,
Yeah.
I had we got into it then a little bit too. Him and the Macho Man Randy
Savage.
Oh,
Oh,
my gosh.
yeah.
Yeah,
And,
snap into a
all that
Slim
stuff.
Jim.
And then after that, I kind of lost out.
Yeah, it sort of got to what's it called? It was almost like watching a drama. You got to watch the next episode to see what happened.
Oh yeah.
I kind of got burnt out on it after.
But I'm a believer that it's not all fake. Some of it may be staged and stuff like that, especially the outside of the ring stuff. But when you're the Ultimate Warrior and you throw somebody into the third row in the crowd, how do you fake that?
Well, that's not.
It's
yeah.
not it's not a fake throw, but they practice.
yeah, it's
but they
all-
practice. It's a stuntman thing.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
It's
Yeah.
it's planned.
Is that why that you got like the Ultimate Warrior and he's going to fight Steve?
Yeah.
You know, you ever see that?
Yeah, poor old Steve, he's finna get whooped.
Yeah, exactly. But Steve has the upper hand for a little while, you know.
But I'm gonna tell you, we had fun going those big. But when the local wrestlers used to come around, and they still do, Lonnie still does the MCing for them.
Yeah.
we had just as much fun at those as because you get to be involved. I mean, you go to WrestleMania, you can't even get. They don't care. You're out there screaming with millions of other people. You go to these local ones, you start screaming and hollering.
Oh, yeah.
Man, next thing you know, you're in the middle of it. You got wrestlers coming over, bumping your chest, wanting to get you in the ring. And stuff. Oh, it's
Are you
great.
that much into it?
Oh, man,
Do you
I
not
get
take the
torn
chair
up.
over their head when they come towards you?
No, but I've never got hit with a chair, but,
Okay.
I remember Jackie Cheatwood telling that many, many years ago, before the Undertaker made it big, he came here to. It was before he was the Undertaker, but he was here on one of those local wrestling events, and Jackie Cheatwood met him and tried to, he was helping promote the fight and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, so Jackie told me, he said, that was the meanest guy I ever met in my life.
I'm telling you. Hey, whenever he entered the ring, before he even came out, if they ring that gong, you know exactly what's fixing to happen.
Tombstone, baby. It's coming.
He said, that was the most intimidating dude I ever met.
Yeah.
He'd stare a hole through a brick wall, I reckon. So, okay, next question. We got to we got to have a winner here. All right.
Kevin scored, didn't he?
No, you did.
No, you did.
I did.
No, you missed it.
I missed it.
Yeah.
But Kevin's got 2 points.
No.
No, you don't got. It's only 1-1.
It's only 1-1. I just missed. Okay, sorry.
No, you hadn't got one yet.
Yeah, dude.
No, he's got one.
I got the first one.
Oh yeah, the way to the coffin.
Right.
Okay, yeah, it was 1-1. Our
I
listeners.
hope you miss.
Listen, we give our listeners comfort to know that we're,
Yeah, I don't have a clue what's going
we're
on.
idiots on a daily basis.
Listen, we got
idiots.
a doggone trivia game going between guys that are dumb as a box of
Oh,
rocks.
my goodness.
Okay, Kevin.
All right, I'm listening.
89 countries in the world still have this form of execution.
Guillotine where they cut your head off?
Oh,
Beheading?
no, that's pretty cool.
Oh.
There's only like 7 of those left.
Oh, well, there's 7 out there.
Yeah,
Well, you said how many?
89 countries
89.
of the world still have this form of execution.
Electrocution? I don't know. What?
It's a firing squad.
Firing squad.
Oh,
Did you know that,
I would
Jeff?
have guessed the firing squad.
Okay.
I didn't know, but I would have guessed that.
I was thinking a little bit rougher, see.
I would have guessed the firing
Yeah.
squad.
Well,
All right, so we're still tied 1-1.
you're still
Yes,
tied
we
1-1.
Let me have another question.
Okay. Do you know a person by the, since this is Guinness Book of World Record Day?
Uh-huh.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Yogini Mata Jagdambamba.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I knew his mama.
Ramaswamy.
She used to be from the west side of town. Yogini Mata Jagdambamba of India obtained a world record having this, which measured 13 feet 10 inches.
Ooh. I think it was either his beard or mustache or his fingernails, one or the other.
Okay.
Nose hairs.
Oh my gosh.
I think it was his mustache.
Mustache is absolutely not right. It was just hair, just their hair.
The hair.
13 feet, 10 inches long hair. Oh. Time that, get a
that was
haircut.
close. It was mustache's hair.
Yeah, and I don't know if that was a man or a woman. Is Yogini a male or female name in India? Yogini Mata Jagdambamba. All right. We won't get hung up on that.
All right.
Ready to move on. All right.
We're really tearing it up here, buddy.
Woo!
This is another Guinness Book of World Record.
Okay.
40 Brazilian policemen set a world record for the most number of people doing this. Policemen are the key word. 40 Brazilian policemen set a world record for the most number of people to do this. I know it's
But-
and I know it's an open-ended question.
Yeah,
They're writing something.
I got it.
All right, so if you miss it, we're going to give Jeff a chance. We're going to test his brain today.
I'll say motorcycle.
Motorcycle's correct.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's what I would have said. 40
people on a motorcycle. How do you do that? I guess if you can fit 20 clowns in a Volkswagen, you can get 40 people on a motorcycle.
So we got a point that.
Oh, he got it. Was you going to guess motorcycle?
I was.
Okay. So these questions are, they were, I told you they're the harder part, but I was trying to.
I like them. I like
Yeah,
these
okay.
questions.
Makes you think.
All right. So, Jeff, approximately this is multiple choice.
Okay.
Approximately how many flowers would a bee have to visit to make a spoonful of honey? Is it 40, 400, 4,000, or 40,000?
40,000.
40,000 is incorrect. It is 4,000.
4,000.
Yeah,
I missed
4,000
it-
flowers.
Missed it by that much.
Yeah. Well, you missed the teaspoon. I said teaspoon. So I didn't say a
You thought you
quart.
said tablespoon or whatever.
Yeah, no, he thought it was a quart because
Oh,
we think about
4,000.
a quart of honey.
Yeah, okay.
I love honey. Matter of fact, I had 2 nights ago. I had honey and biscuits for dinner.
I like honey.
I like to mix it with a little bit of country crock. You ever do that?
No,
On a
that's
plate,
not,
mix it
that's not
together?
real
Yeah.
butter. I do real butter.
No, but country crock is flavored different.
Yeah.
The real butter has a different flavor when you put it with honey.
Does it?
Yeah. I like local raw honey and then put that country crock in there because it's got a little salt in it.
Yeah.
And it really brings out the flavor.
I'll
of
have
honey.
to try that.
Yeah.
I did not realize that.
Recipes on the Quik Mart.
What's
app.
that? It's only one molecule away from plastic, but go ahead.
Yeah, which is fine. Okay, Kevin.
Yes.
Arnold Schwarzenegger had 65 of these in the movie Terminator. Arnold Schwarzenegger had 65 of these in the movie Terminator.
Cigars?
Cigars is a good answer.
That is a good answer.
So, what do you think, Jeff?
65 of these. Sunglasses.
No, he had 65 words in the whole movie.
Oh my gosh. That's
I'll be
funny.
back was 3 of them.
Yeah.
That's
But I
funny.
didn't think about that. Yeah, he
That's
didn't
funny.
talk a whole. Follow me if you want to live.
Yeah.
Get to the chopper. I know that's a different movie, ain't it?
Get to the chopper. I remember that. Okay.
It's not a brain tumor.
It's not a, that's
Those Geico commercials, them are funny.
Yeah.
They're funny.
what was that on Kindergarten Cop? Was that it?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
the funniest
you
thing.
got a headache? You probably got a brain tumor. It's
My
not
dad's a
brain tumor.
gynecologist. One of the greatest lines in a movie. He didn't know how to respond to that. Jeff,
Yes.
we're talking about world records here.
Okay.
10.56 miles per hour is a land speed record. Where? 10.56 miles per hour is a land speed record. Where? I told you these are on the hard.
That is not.
I'm gonna drop the medium next week.
We got to have a hint of some sort. God. A land speed record where?
Okay, so it's in a vehicle.
On the moon.
The moon is correct, Jeff.
Yes.
Come to think of
I
it.
get your.
Come to think of
Got to
it.
get your mind churning this morning.
see,
Take a
think
swig of
of it.
coffee. You'll be
'Cause
good.
he didn't say on Earth, so
That's right.
Where was
On the moon.
yeah,
I
the
got it.
moon?
Kevin,
Yes.
according to a recent survey, over 12 million American women do this. And that's open ended, but you got to guess.
All right, let's see here. So 12 million women do this. In where?
In America.
In America.
Yeah, according to a recent survey, which I don't know how recent it was, but I got the question.
Complain about their husband. Probably.
No, that would be probably a higher
That'd be
number.
a higher number, wouldn't it?
Yeah. In fact, what is that game show? When Kevin says the answer, you go higher or lower. That's way higher. That's way higher.
Is it farting while driving?
No, that would be 100%. I'm telling you,
And
though.
by the way, that's putting on makeup. If you just,
I didn't know what that
that's
meant.
what that means.
So I'm glad you. What? You know what most people do while they're driving that they won't do anywhere else?
Well,
They pick their nose. That's a.
What was the answer?
Did we get to answer? Did you even say anything? I'm quitting, guys.
I don't have.
It's FARDING.
Farting.
That's
FARD.
that's putting on makeup.
Okay, I didn't know that. Was that like a word of a day or something?
It's in England. In England,
Okay.
that's what they call it.
Oh, okay. That's an English word.
So is that right?
What did you?
I'm putting on makeup while driving.
No, that's not
I
the
don't-
right
I
answer.
mean,
I was
don't
trying
have
to
a clue.
help.
They carry guns. Does your wife carry?
I'm not saying.
I'm not saying either. I know my wife has
So
a gun
far
because we
she-
got certified the same day.
So far, she hasn't pulled it on me. So
You gonna make her mad now?
All right, whose turn is it right here?
so far,
Jeff's,
I think
Jeff's.
we're still tied, buddy.
Oh my goodness.
Jeff, today, right now, 600 million of these will be consumed.
600 million chickens.
Chickens is probably a good answer. I
Yeah.
don't know the number for chickens.
Chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
Chicken
Ooh, I like
wings.
that.
Nuggies.
Chicken nuggets.
Will be.
Was that right?
I'll say cold drinks.
Oh.
So cold drinks is, I'm gonna give it to you. It's Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
600 million Coca-Cola products
My goodness.
every single day.
How about that?
Yeah, and there ain't but 8 billion people in the world.
You know, we'd be good on Hollywood Squares.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We would.
You got to say the wrong answer on Hollywood Square.
That's right. You got to say the wrong answer first, right? Get a little laugh.
You try to make the wrong answer sound right. That's what you do.
Kevin, do you know that you share something in common with a lot of people?
I do.
In fact, 22 million people share this with you. What is it? You share this with approximately 22 million people. In
Hope
the
it ain't
world.
your toothbrush, buddy.
Or you why?
Whoa,
that's
look at you.
horrible.
You went straight there, didn't you?
Yeah, shouldn't have said that.
Oh, same color eyes.
Same color eyes is a good guess.
Well, that is.
But
a
then
good
it's not
guess.
right, though, is it?
No, it's not right. That's probably a higher number. In fact, it would be a higher number because how many different color eyes are about 7? Maybe I don't know.
7 colors.
I don't know. There's maybe more than that.
If you get them colored contacts, yeah.
Blue and brown and hazel is about all I
Blue,
know.
brown, hazel, and then some people got. If you're
Green,
albino, you
some
got
green,
white eyes,
green eyes.
green, and then
Pink.
yeah, I
Got the
don't
pink
know.
eye.
Yeah, there. I don't know.
Somebody help us.
So anyway,
Jeff, you want to guess?
What was the question again?
the question is this: you share this, and Jeff, you do too. You share this with approximately 22 million people in the world.
22 million people
You all
I don't know.
You all have the same birthday.
have the same birthday.
On any given day, is 22 million people's birthday.
Okay.
Well, happy birthday then.
Happy birthday, everybody.
I'm still ahead, buddy.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Oh, whose turn was it? It's
my
your turn,
turn.
ain't it? Jeff, have you ever been to the Empire State Building?
Yes, I have. As a matter of fact.
Okay, so you probably saw this while you were there, or you might have, because inside the Empire State Building, you would see 70 miles of this.
Inside the state building, 70 miles. 70 miles. Stairs.
That's incorrect.
Wiring
Wiring is a good guess.
or elevator cables or something.
Yeah, plumbing.
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 Well, okay. We in the general
70
area.
miles of plumbing.
Yeah, well, I didn't have to go while I was there, so I didn't measure.
Matt's calling.
Matt's calling. Matt, I'm in New York. Matt's out of New Jersey. I need to send him a message.
You put him live on air.
I hit the wrong button on the phone and hung up on him.
Oh,
I have to call Matt back.
You show him.
Okay, Kevin, your turn.
Yes.
On the Titanic, you remember the Titanic?
Why, yes, I do.
The Titanic is the boat that sunk, I think. And then what was the year? 19.
Wasn't the 30s?
29.
No, it was like 13, wasn't it? 1913, 1911.
No, I don't remember. I thought it was in the
No, it wasn't.
20s or
Well,
30s.
No, it was
I know.
before World War One.
There was room on that door for that boy, that Jack boy. He could have got on there and she could have saved him.
Yeah, he was the king of the world. But on the Titanic,
Okay.
believe it or not, on the Titanic, you would have found 57 of these.
Oh, my goodness. Lifeboats?
Lifeboats is what I thought you would answer, and that's incorrect.
Oh, so life preservers.
Life preservers is incorrect.
Vagrants.
Vagrants might be right. Because we've watched the movie.
57.
57 of these are on the Titanic.
April 14th, 1912. That's your,
I told you.
Yeah,
It's-
see there?
Okay. Hey, was that Rodney?
No, I looked it up.
Okay.
That's Jeff.
Speaking of Rodney, I saw Rodney the other day, and Rodney Yates hides behind his text. I told him to get bold and get on the air, and
Yeah.
I
And what'd he say?
he ain't gonna do it. So you know Rodney's a good Christian guy, and but there was a time that everybody in school was scared of Rodney, and boy,
I still am.
are you?
Rodney Yates?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's built like an anvil.
He is. I mean, so, you know, he was like a legend when I was in school.
Legendary.
Legendary. Don't mess with Rodney. No, but he's a good Christian guy. I saw him and he was kidding around, and I said, "Hey, come be on the air with us." And so I'm trying to encourage him a little bit.
He would if we talked to him right. I think he would.
Yeah, please. I said please.
Pretty please.
Pretty please.
Just tell him you go whoop a dog out of him if he don't. How about
I'm not going to say that. All right, so it's almost Thanksgiving, Jeff. Whose question is this?
I think it's mine.
All right, yours. Vince Pilkington, and
Well, did we ever get the answer to the Titanic?
Oh yeah, why? No, we didn't.
No,
did
we didn't. What was the
So
answer?
there's 57 of these on the Titanic.
57 on the Titanic.
Even back in 1912.
I would be. You,
Chairs.
no.
No,
57
I said lifeboats.
pianos.
pianos is incorrect. There were 57 millionaires on the Titanic.
Oh,
Remember, it was a
wow.
big deal to get
right.
on that boat and go.
That's right. All right.
So wow, so a lot of
He
the
threw us
world's-
off.
A lot of
Yeah.
the world fortune was lost.
He made it sound like an object, didn't he?
Give me the next question.
Reckon how many probate cases happened like right after that?
Give me the next question.
All
What
right,
are we gonna do?
Vince Pilkington. You know him.
Vince Pilkington.
Yeah, his ancestors came and they're sheetrock folks here locally, and they do a great job.
Yeah.
Vince Pilkington of Ireland set the world record for doing this Thanksgiving-related activity in 90 seconds. Vince Pilkington of Ireland set the world
So it's a
record
Thanksgiving
for
activity.
doing this Thanksgiving-related activity in 90 seconds. I had to put the word Thanksgiving in there just to give a clue. And I'm going to say that you don't do it, or you've never done it, and Kevin, you've probably never done it. I can't say for sure because Kevin's just one of those type of guys.
And it's,
Carve the turkey.
Carve the turkey. That's a great answer.
Pluck the turkey.
Pluck the turkey is the correct
Pluck
answer.
the turkey.
man.
He plucked the turkey.
Have you ever went out in the backyard and got the Thanksgiving turkey and wrung its neck? And have y'all ever done that?
Chicken, but not
But
the
a
turkey.
turkey.
Not the turkey. They're too big. They'll get you.
I really thought it was going to be something like how long it takes your uncle to get tired of you standing in front of the TV and he trying to watch a football game and start screaming at you. Get out of the way! I'm trying to watch it.
Well, do I get that point or not get that point?
Yeah, I'll give it to you
Second-
because I'll give you second guesses
Oh
on
man,
that.
look at there.
The new rule, second guesses.
I'll never
count.
catch up now.
This late in the game, we need it. See, these are hard questions. I'm going to skip over some of them. The White House. You ever been on a trip to the White House?
Tennessee?
No, the White House, like where the president lives.
No.
So you can go there if you call your senator in advance and say, I'm going to be in Washington, D.C. on such and such day. Can you arrange me a visit to the White House? And they'll be glad to do that for you. And you have to go through all the security checks and all this kind of stuff. And then you finally get in, and it's pretty amazing. So to say all that, if you're on one of these trips inside the White House, you would see 32 of these. What are they?
Inside the White House, 32. Are these people?
Secret Service agents.
No, you wouldn't see one of those.
Toilets.
Absolutely right. Bathrooms,
really?
bathrooms is correct. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
32 bathrooms inside the White House. It has 132 rooms, 32 bathrooms, 147 windows, 412 doors, 12 chimneys, 3 elevators, and 7 staircases.
You know, Gertrude and Heathcliff, the two seagulls, were flying over the White House, and one of them says, "Hey, there's where the president lives." He says, "Hey, here's one on the house."
That's an old dad joke. That's hard. That's awesome. Jeff, I'm going to give you a hard one just for that.
All right.
Queen Elizabeth owned 125 of these. What did she own 125 of? And I'll give you a hint. It's not shoes. That was Imelda Marcos.
Owned 125 of these.
125 of them. Queen Elizabeth.
Capes, whatever those capes
Robes.
are. Robes.
Robes, that's a great answer.
Robes.
No. She owned 125 wigs.
Wigs.
Yeah.
Well,
Ain't that something? Nobody knew that. All right, I got 2 more questions. Kevin, here's your question.
yes.
An elephant typically takes 624 days to do this. What does it take an elephant 625 days to do?
I know the answer to that, I think.
You do?
I think.
Really?
Give him a hint. No, don't give him a hint because you can't give a hint without saying it, I don't think.
Have a baby.
That's my exact answer. Having a baby. It takes the gestation period for an elephant is 624
Yay!
days.
Guess what? We tied now, buddy.
Oh, really? Well, all right.
All right, Jeff, I'm going to give you an easy one.
Okay.
Now you're Southern Baptist, aren't you?
I've been there.
Or you've been there. Well, in case you want to be Catholic, you have to know this.
Uh-oh.
How many popes have there been, including Pope Benedict the 26th?
That's
or
an
the
easy
16th, I'm sorry.
The 16th?
Yeah. How many popes have there been, including the current pope?
Who is the 16th? Is that what you said?
No.
Oh.
How many popes have there been, including the current pope?
I have no idea. I really don't.
Well, you can't be a Catholic if you don't know that. I think they got to know that.
Did have to know that?
Yeah, I think once you go down front of church, they ask you that.
Ask everybody.
How many popes are there?
Yeah.
Well, there's only one pope.
No, up throughout history.
Oh.
And I think it's like the books of the Bible. You got to start saying them.
No,
I'm wrong about that. I'm sure.
I have no idea.
I told you it's a hard question.
You said
I'll give you a range.
Give me a range.
No, I'll give you the chance to say a range
Okay.
between this and this. So what do you think?
All right.
So you got to give me the number, and I'll let you use range. I won't pin you down to a single number.
Between 1 and a million.
There's 20. I'll say 22.
a range.
22.
22 is incorrect. 266.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't know that. I thought, well, that seems like a lot.
Yeah.
266. Well,
266 popes, including the current pope. Okay.
I had no idea.
Well, I didn't either until I saw that.
So much for that easy one, huh?
Okay, the one more.
We got to do one more, then
yeah.
we got to end this.
That's right.
We're
Yeah.
running out of time.
All right, one more question. Well, it is. We're out of time. Okay, one more. On March 16th, 1990, Roger Hickey of California recorded the highest recorded speed on one of these at 78.37 miles per hour. What was he riding?
It was a moped.
Was it really?
Oh my gosh, he needs a helmet on. I guarantee you, if you're going
I have no
78
idea.
miles an hour.
I don't know.
Skateboard.
It was a skateboard. I was going to say
78 miles an
Oh,
hour
my
on
goodness.
a skateboard.
skateboard.
That is because I'd get to
That would kill you.
All right, go get the dice. We need who won the chance to roll the dice over there?
Jeff did.
Actually,
He really won because he gave me the one answer about the elephants.
Okay, number 1 is Gloria Keener. Number 2 is Butch Brawley. Number 3 is Alan Chapman. Number 4 is Kendra Fleeman. Number 5 is John Griffin. And number 6 is Gene Smith. Yeah, you ain't got enough desk over to roll.
let me do it one more time. You ready?
Yeah, go.
Here's an official roll. It is a 3.
And number 3, Alan Chapman is the winner of a $25 gift card from
All
Quik
right.
Mart Convenience Stores. Alan, come pick this card up right now if you
Number
want to.
3.
At the studios here at WDXE at the front door to have your name on it. And you can spend this at any of the Quik Mart locations. It spends just like cash. And I would suggest getting premium fuel because I like premium fuel.
I would suggest getting some food.
Hey, don't forget the Lights of Love tour, by the way.
Yeah, don't forget that. 'cause
That's
it's
coming
good.
up December the 10th. And we're going to contact First Class Charter or my office, and
okay.
we'll sign you up. Okay?
Yeah, cool.
It's going to be fun.
Hey, at David Crockett Elementary School having a hamburger steak dinner this Friday. I was supposed to mention that, and I forgot to. So,
Oh,
from
who is it again?
David Crockett Elementary School. The PTO, they're having a steak dinner, a silent auction, and a craft fair.
Oh, that'd be fun.
They got any Heinz 57 over there?
You know they do.
Woo! I'm on it.
Guys, we're out of time. We'll see you next time.
Okay,
See ya.
thanks.
So far named 3 of Florida's Congress members to prominent roles. U.S. Senator Marco Rubio is to be nominated as Secretary of State. Representative Michael Waltz is his pick to be his national security advisor, and Representative Matt Gaetz is his choice for